Howdy there, ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Gene the Pink Panther, and welcome to my latest playthrough, the first one I've done in quite a while now. We're going to be doing a playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red, but it's going to be a Nuzlocke challenge. For those of you who do not know what a Nuzlocke is, I recommend checking out the introduction video that I posted right before this video. And in that video I explain what a Nuzlocke is and all the rules I'll be following. So, since this is a Nuzlocke, I'm not going to be reading all the bits of dialogue, and I'm not even going to stop and read it in my head very much. Because really, the Nuzlocke's all about the challenge. It's all about the challenge. Now, I've already done a playthrough of Pokemon Red, and Pokemon Fire Red is a remake made in 2004, I believe. That is pretty much just a remake of the first generation. Well, for those who know, I played Pokemon Red, I just said that. But in that, you could not choose between playing as a boy or a girl. In Fire Red, they implemented the option to pick a gender. Since in Red I played as a boy, we're going to go ahead and pick the girl. And I guess we'll go with the female version of my name. And here is the rival, the grandson of Professor Oak, whose name he cannot remember. So, what are we going to name this guy? Well, you know what? I want to name him Fucker. Because he's a fucker. So anyway, folks, our Pokemon journey is once again about to unfold, and it's a world full of dreams and adventures. And yeah, it's going to be great. And yeah, fuck yeah, we have a NES, an NES. I hate saying NES, I don't know why I did. But anyway, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and grab the potion. You may be noticing, though, that this is live commentary as opposed to post-commentary. And that's because it's a Nuzlocke challenge. I can't really do one in post-commentary very well, so I opted instead to do it live. But anywho, we need to go ahead and get this ball rolling. Just like in Pokemon Red, you got to go out of Pallet Town before Professor Oak shows up. And apparently it's unsafe in the tall grass. I don't know. But whatever, it doesn't matter. So folks, we're about ready to pick our starter. For those of you who didn't see it, because it is a bit old now, in my Pokemon Red playthrough, I picked Squirtle. Because Squirtle's my favorite Pokemon of all time. I absolutely adore Squirtle. Fuck all the Squirtle haters. I love it. It's great. But even though this is a Nuzlocke run, it's still the first generation game. It's just remade. It's prettier. But because it's the exact same game as Pokemon Red for the most part, I don't feel comfortable picking Squirtle again. Plus, it's a Nuzlocke, and well, for the Nuzlocke, honestly, the smarter choice would probably be Charmander as far as late game goes. And, you know, Charmander's a fantastic Pokemon. I absolutely love Charizard. Who doesn't love the fire-breathing dragon? But the problem is that I have a bit of a stigma against choosing Charizard. Against using Charizard in Pokemon playthroughs because it's such a popular Pokemon. It seems like everyone picks Charizard. And, in reality, because it's a Nuzlocke run, Bulbasaur is strong against the first 4 gyms. Maybe even the 5th gym. Anyway, we're going to name Bulbasaur here Bob. Bob the Bulbasaur. Yeah, that's right. Don't expect very much creativity in my naming process. It's just going to be whatever hits me. Anyway, let's have a quick little look at Bob before we get going. Relaxed nature. I'll have to look up what that does. I don't know off the top of my head. But it doesn't really matter, now does it? But yeah, Bob here's going to be strong against the first 4 gyms. And honestly, it's really the beginning part of the Nuzlocke that I'm concerned with. More so than the late game. I mean, don't get me wrong, the late game's going to be a nightmare too. I'm dreading the Elite Four. But, you know, I would like to get a foothold first, and I feel like Bob the Bulbasaur is the way to do that. Something new to Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green is this little tutorial section. I don't know why they have it. It really isn't needed. There's only so much that you can do. Yep, inflicting damage is the key to winning a battle. That's absolutely true. You can't win if you don't knock out your opponent. I can take one more hit before I have to use that potion. This is exactly why I bought a potion first. For those who don't know, this is technically my second Nuzlocke I've ever done. Yeah, think so. The first ever Nuzlocke I did was of Pokemon Emerald, and it lasted for all of 10 minutes. Yeah, that's right, it lasted for all of 10 minutes. I was extremely cocky and arrogant and fully expecting to not have any trouble till, like, the first or second gym. I got up to the first rival battle, and I got my ass handed to me pretty quickly, and, well, that ended the Nuzlocke challenge. I was so frustrated, I was so just flabbergasted that I deleted the video, and really, I wish I hadn't. Anyway, we beat that fucker. But yeah, I really wish I hadn't, because it would have been hilarious. It was only like 10 minutes long. But, anywho, I really want to make sure I get that foothold started. Anywho, I also mentioned in the introduction video that I will not be implementing the first Pokemon captured rule until I get Pokeballs, because I have to go through Route 1 here twice before I can possibly capture a Pokemon. And that just doesn't seem like it's fair, does it? I don't know. So, until I can capture Pokemon with a Pokeball, I'm not the Nuzlocke technically hasn't started as far as catching Pokemon. With that said, I'm not going to actually battle any wild Pokemon until it has started. I'm just going to run from everything. But yeah, if I wasn't doing this, then I would have had to capture that Pidgey just now, and that would be our first teammate. I'm actually surprised Bob couldn't run away right there. Running away from these things isn't that hard. Anywho, I'm going to heal up real quick because I did get hit. I wasn't expecting to. So while I have some time to kill because I don't really have a whole lot to say other than we got to get Oak's package. How I'm doing the recordings for this is that I'm just sitting down for long sessions and then I'm going to cut in the editing process, like video rendering and editing. I'll be cutting into probably about 15-minute or so chunks. So don't expect me to introduce every single part because, for example, this first part, I'm probably going to be sitting down for a grand total of about an hour. And I'm just going to cut it like 4, maybe 5 times, depending. But, yeah, that's how the playthrough is going to go. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully. Anyway, let's head back and drop off Oak's parcel. Aren't these graphics pretty, though? I mean, we played Pokemon Red quite a while back. It was the third... Was it the third? It was the third or the fourth playthrough I ever did here on YouTube, but it was pretty fucking fun. But whatever, we're in Pallet Town. So we're going to go ahead and drop off Oak's package and get our Pokédex, because why not? Huzzah! I'm gonna laugh every time he shows up, just because he's named Fucker. How can you not laugh at that? But with that, we've now gotten our Pokédex. Huzzah! And we've gotten our Pokeballs. The Nuzlocke has officially begun. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. We know how to capture Pokemon. Come on. Yeah, fuck you, you fucker. Oh, but he did mention something important. I need to make sure I grab that town map because I need to be able to check and see when a route starts and ends. So that way I have an idea of when I can get a new teammate for us. Yay! Huzzah! Alright, so let's go ahead and have a little look-see here. Because, oh, I love that. We're going to be able to catch a Pokemon not only on Route 1, but Route 22, Route 2, and in Viridian Forest. Because I'm counting Viridian Forest as a different location from Route 2, even though technically it is on Route 2. I'm not sure how everyone feels about me doing it this way, but fuck you, it's my playthrough. Just like how I'm going to count Mount Moon as a separate location from whatever route it's technically on. That's just the way it's going to be. So, we're about ready to capture our first teammate other than Bob. Let's see what we get. It is a Pidgey. Honestly, I would have been fine with a Rattata as well. Rattatat's a much better Pokemon than people give it credit for. I will be honest, I kind of wish this Pidgey was higher than level 2, but whatever. That's irrelevant. So, folks, we've caught our first teammate. Huzzah! Huzzah! And I'm thinking we're gonna name this magnificent specimen of a bird Freebird. You know, after that one song. Again, don't expect originality with the names. It's gonna be whatever hits me. So let's have a look at its nature. It is lonely nature. I'm going to have to look that one up, too. I know it raises attack, but I forget what it lowers. But not bad, not bad. Not going to complain. We're going to heal up and go shopping, and then we're going to go ahead and capture our second teammate over... Well, I guess technically our third teammate over on Route 22. As for what Pokemon, honestly, any of them will work that show up there. If I had to pick, though, I would really like a Mankey. I would love to get a Mankey, because having a fast fighting-type Pokemon I feel like would be just so helpful. Especially since I don't know when the next fighting Pokemon availability is going to show up. I mean, there is Saffron City, but, you know, that's a whole different issue. I'm also going to buy 5 antidotes, and I'm going to buy 4 potions. That way I got 5 antidotes, 5 potions, and 10 Pokeballs. Sounds like a pretty nifty deal to me. Honestly, I'm terrified of being poisoned and not being able to cure it. I'm absolutely horrified that that's going to happen. And so, yeah, I'm going to be making sure I have antidotes on me. Because if a Pokemon faints, that's it. It's dead. Oh, that reminds me. Before we take a step in... Well, actually, I'll do that after. For now, let's go ahead and go get our next teammate. Anything will be fine, though I'm really hoping for a Mankey. Rattata would be nice, too, because I actually do think Raticate's a great Pokemon. But let's have a look-see. It is a Mankey! Huzzah! Oh, that makes me so happy. I have this gigantic fucking grin now. As long as I don't knock the fucker out, then, yeah, we have a Mankey. But it's a little too soon to tell. It's also really high level, which makes me very happy. Ooh, and that hurt. Jeez, that hurt way worse than I was expecting. Let's take it down one more. Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, here we go, folks. Hopefully this works, because if not, well, Bob here's going to get knocked out. Huzzah! Now I need to think of a name for Mankey. A female Mankey at that. Well, I did think of one, but I'm not sure if it'd be considered offensive or not, so I'm not going to name it. But, if you're curious of what I thought of, just leave a comment and I'll tell you. Let's think, though. You know what? We're going to name this Mankey, Donuts. Why? Well, because I was thinking of the anime / cartoon, whatever you want to call it, and I absolutely love that episode with the jelly-filled donuts. Let's see, it's docile nature, which, if I'm not mistaken, means it doesn't have any stat fluctuations whatsoever, which is pretty nice. I mean, that means that I won't have a kick-ass attack power, but it means nothing's taken away, so I can't complain. Did I get that potion up there? I did, okay. We're gonna go ahead and heal up again because, jeez, man, Donuts beat the shit out of Bob. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I don't know how far Freebird's going to last in this playthrough, but I'm hoping that Donuts lasts for quite a while. That we got to go through the old man teaching us how to capture Pokemon. Even though I've just caught 2.